question number two is how tech has changed me as a teacher. I think back to when I first started at Brooks, and I was one of the only teachers who had an interest in technology. And I remember colleagues being very scathing about computers. They thought it wasn't relevant to the work. That has completely changed. I was just amazed recently to see somebody who was quite proud of not using email 15 years ago, actually giving us a little lecture on how to use Moodle. That was quite amusing, really. I think if you have a knowledge of IT, then you are respected these days by your peers. You're no longer regarded as such an oddball. And it's also something that is cutting edge. So it's given, it's a creative sort of existence. You break through some barrier and suddenly there are all sorts of new things that you're able to do that weren't there before. And students can really respond positively. Whereas, 5, 10 years ago, students barely could use a computer, and they, like my colleagues, regarded people who were fond of such things as geeks. Today, there has been a sea change, and it means that there are all sorts of communicative possibilities for the taking there. And when they go well, I'll give you an example of Quizlet Live. That can really generate an enormous amount of enthusiasm in class. And it is a kind of joy to be part of that, to feel that you're doing something within the department that nobody's done before. It's exciting. The downside for me is it becoming almost an addiction. So, it takes up too much of my life, I feel. And I need to stop myself obsessively turning that computer on all the time to try and stay one step ahead. I don't think it's healthy to do so. So you somehow have to set limits.